Hi guys, Eric Pathy here at PickDawgz.com for your overnight report for Tuesday. So let's talk about it. The championship game is now over in the books. I just am doing this video as the game ended. I watch very few games. I'll watch a championship game like tonight. I'll watch the Super Bowl. That is really about it. So what's your tip and trick today if you want to treat your wagering as a business and not be what I call have losing habits? I don't want to say not be a losing gambler, but have losing habits that may have nothing to do with the actual outcome of the games. Well, one of the things you could do is you could make a New Year's resolution 8 days into the year to not be so hyper focused on the watching of each individual game. I spent 3 hours of my life, 4 hours of my life watching this game tonight. There could have been many of other things I could have done. Personally, as a screen trader, it's not necessary to watch the games. A lot of people ask me, like, what is the typical life of a professional betting syndicate? Well, it's a room with screens and computers and graphs and lines and odds changes. Very few TVs. People aren't just like sitting there rooting the games in. This is not the world of a professional sports bettor. A professional sports bettor is just looking at screens and data. It's a data-driven enterprises with the absence of emotion. Because again, when you take away the marquee matchups with the top 25 teams in college basketball or the doubleheader on whatever network in the NBA, most people are probably not watching the games. Most people are watching the scores on their phones in real time. You know, you have the kids run up to your knees, hey dad, and you're like, 1 second. You're not, I've said this in other videos, you're not going to change the outcome of the game. When I take the time to watch games, I realize, and it sounds cynical and it sounds negative, what a waste of my time. I'm not saying your time. God love you if you enjoy watching those games. There's just only 24 hours in a day. And I don't really know if I want to use 1/5 of my day watching, let's say, a 4-hour sporting event, because there are only 24 hours in a day. If you have the lifestyle or you have the time to do that, great. I'm just not that guy. So I'll give you that tip and trick today. It's not about handicapping. It's not about statistics. It's not about when to bet the dogs and when to bet the favorites and when to bet the first halves and when to bet the second halves. Just don't invest so much time. Honestly, after a 4-hour event, I ask myself, what could I have done? It's why I don't go to games. I don't poo-poo people that go to games. Costi already got 2 tickets to the Ravens game. Paid an arm and a leg for him. That's his thing. That's his excitement. That's what he loves to do. You know, it's like the game of golf. Costi's obsessed with golf. He could spend 4 hours doing 18 holes, or he could spend 4 hours watching a game. I definitely think walking the course for 18 holes is a much better use of time. Now that's me. I'm biased, right? I'm a cyclist. I'd rather be on the bike for 4 hours than watch a game. So I just watched the game with Costi and a group of friends. And to be honest with you, at the end of the game, man, I was exhausted. Like the work of just physically watching the game, knowing that the outcome was going to be what the outcome was going to be, whether I watched the game or not. If you want to pick up the Dime Club, you want to employ these data-driven strategies, 775-636-7676. 1 week is a nickel, 1 month is a dime. If you're a larger bankroll and you can handle our high volume offerings, send me a text message saying, let's chat. We'll get on the call and I can go over the bankroll money management if you can zoom out to the long term, not the short term. The complimentary selection for tomorrow is the #1 team with the same, actually a little better record, 2-game better record than the Oklahoma City Thunder, is the Orlando Magic. They're 25-11, and they are playing the 16-17-2 ATS Minnesota T-Wolves. It's very simple, guys. The line opened up at 3 on the T-Wolves and is now 5 on the overnight number. What do you do as an auto bet situation? You fade the overnight move. You take the dog, the Magic, +5. the number one team, ATS against the spread, in the NBA, is your complimentary selection. Good day and good luck.